Hi, everybody. Hi, Brenda. Welcome. About 1 minute, I'm going to get started. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thank you for popping in. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev, Tuesdays to be continued. This is part 3 of Hues Happiness. If you have the new annual catalog, it's on page 109, and I've been having an absolute blast with it. Hi, Debbie. I see other people. Oh, there's Annie, but I see numbers but not names. I see Annie, Debbie, and Brenda's names and other people. So say hi if you're on. Tell me if you're new. Tell me where you're from. I like to see that. It's also fun for me. Okay, it's 2 o'clock. We're going to get started. So as I mentioned, I have more than one project to show you today. I can't stop using this set. I finished up one of the cards that I showed you on Sunday that had a border around it, and I just laid the flowers on there. Well, I finished that up, so I have that to show you. But the technique I'm using is with the Simply Score tool board, and that's one of my favorite tools. It always has been. And like I said on Sunday, if you've been with me for any amount of time at all, you know that I use that Simply Scoreboard tool all the time for backgrounds. So I'm going to continue on with that. But there's something I had not ever done before, and it is to stamp, color in, and then go over the stamped image with the scoring tool. So I'm going to do that today and show you how pretty that looks. It's a great idea, and so I wanted to share it with you guys. So let me turn you down to my desk so I can show you. Hi, Janet. So I can show you my host code. Hi, Bev, the winner of the project from Sunday, and the general housekeeping things, and then we'll start stamping. All right, let me turn you down. Hey, Patty. Hey, Patty, I changing my stamp room around a little bit, and I have a fall area and that beautiful framed collage that you made for me. I have that front and center there so everybody can see. I want to thank you again. I'm staring at it. It's right at the other opposite end of me right now. Speaking of my stamp room, you guys, remember that Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, from 1 to 7, I'm open for my open house, my monthly open house again. So I hope you can come. There is my hostess code for this month, and my shopping link, my email, and my YouTube channel. So if you need that, just let me know. Then, hi, Natalie. Welcome, Natalie. Here is the card that I made on Sunday using the note card and envelopes, which I mentioned are a great way to start stamping, or if you're already an avid stamper, to do quick cards and get them out, especially for gifts, to place on gifts like a wedding gift or that type of thing. The note cards and envelopes, they are already scored, and then you just decorate them as you want. Of course, it's and envelopes, so you can have the correct size envelope for them, and away you go. So let's see who won the card I made on Sunday. Hi, Diane. Joan Horner. Joan, I did bring my book out with me today, and I do not have your address. So if you watch this and get me your address before Sunday, I will send you this card, Joan, and I will put it, the envelope and the card in another envelope, so you'll have the complete set for you. Okay, so send me your address. And once you guys send me your address, I put it in my address book, and then if I have it, you don't need to send it to me again. But Joan, I don't have yours. Okay. So let's recap on what I did on Sunday. Here is one of the cards. I didn't make it, but I showed you this card and envelope using the dies in this suite. And I wanted to show you again, if you didn't see Sundays, you can go back and watch the replay, of course, but the difference the lines with the Simply Score tool make. See that? Same type of card without the lines right here, and then the difference it makes by just dry embossing those score lines into your cardstock. I think it makes a world of difference. I hope you agree. Thank you for sprinkling, Diane. All righty. So for today, I'm going to show you the card first, and then I am going to show you some other things that I finished and have done in addition to what I'm showing you today. So here is the card that I made to show you today with the dry embossing in it. However, after I was so excited to dry emboss, I didn't add a sentiment. So on this one today, I've added a sentiment, and this card will look more complete. But look how clean and simple that is. Very, very pretty, and I think with the sentiment, it's even going to be a little prettier. Notice I have the splatters all over this card too. I showed you how to splatter on Sunday with the blends and your bone folder. So I will do that again today. So let me get started. Now I mentioned that when you're going to use the blends, that you want to color on a piece of cardstock that is going to layer on something else because the ink does bleed through and show on the back. Well, hi Robin, for this technique, we really, really want that bleeding. It helps with what we're creating. It helps us show where to dry emboss. So I'm going to put a scrap of paper down so I can start to color. And I showed you, this is a small rose, so it won't take a lot of time, but I showed you how I do use my blends. And I always start with the lifter just for some added moisture. Hi, Carol. Then I'm going to use the same colors that I used on Sunday, which is, this one is the light fresh freesia, and I'm just going to get close to the edges and color the rose in very quickly in all the same color here. So those of you who were not here Sunday, this is basically what I did with the bigger rose on Sunday. Those that were here are just watching me watercolor again. Now this one doesn't have as many ruffles, as I call these small spaces, as the other rose did. So I'm just going to find some places I want the darker color to go. And then come back with the light and blend it in. Now notice I do leave white spots in places, and I try not to get right up close to the edge to give this ink room to bleed. Hi, Diane Brown. Traverse, welcome. Now we're going to go to light Highland Heather, and I'm going to use the finer point this time to do some coloring. So there's a fine point and a wide point on all the blends. So I just switched over. Hello, Kay. And then back to the light. I use the light fresh freesia to just blend everything together each time. And you'll just see the darker parts of the rose starting to show up better. Okay, so then the dark Highland Heather, again the bullet, and I'm going to go in what I call the little V's, just here and there, wherever I think it should go. And I think I'm going to just go right over to the dark rich raspberry, which I mentioned scary color because it's so dark. And we've got a pretty light rose here right now. But when we blend, we should be okay. So now I'm just going to, actually, I'm going to take the bullet point and I'm going to blend, because I can press harder with the bullet point and blend this all in, and I have more control towards the edges. So this morning, it was absolutely beautiful here in California. I sat outside just for a little while, had a conversation on the phone with a few friends, and now it's windy as all get out, and I do not like the wind. So doors closed back up, sweater on. I have on a summer dress. Now I have a sweater over it. And I have on my favorite sandals that I could not wait to wear. But I'm going to have to go change because I'm getting a little chilly. But my house stays cooler. It's probably warmer outside than it is in my house. Let's just say that. So look how pretty. Isn't that pretty? You're going to watch the replay going back to bed. Oh, I hope you feel okay, Kathleen. Darn it. All right. So leaves are my favorite. I just love doing leaves. I don't know why. They're so easy to do. Hi, Gabriella. Okay, so I'm taking the whiter tip of the Granny Apple Green, and I'm just throwing down some ink in each leaf, trying to stay within the lines. Supposed to get wind there too. Oh. Yeah, my least favorite thing. Let me just do that one. And then the bullet point of the Old Olive. I think this is Old Olive. I didn't even look. Yep. And just touching the two colors together. Again, leaving some white spaces. And then I'm going to take the bullet point of the Granny Apple, especially in the leaves because they're so small. See how they're just all blended together already by themselves? Just love leaves. They're simple. This will just help it blend a little bit more. Okay, so what I like you guys to do now at this point is say to yourself, if you're teaching yourself how to use the blends, say to yourself, light green, wide tip, and what do? We just place some color down, just like that, just somewhere in the leaf. Doesn't matter where. Okay, then we go to the darker color, and we take the bullet point, and we just touch the two colors together. And then remember that what's the last step is to take your light again and blend that all together. And I'm going to do the bullet point this time again just because I'm getting so close to the edges. And I'm trying my best not to go out the lines. Okay, so there we go. And if I wasn't teaching, that would honestly take me maybe, well, what time is it? It's 13 after. Yeah, about 5 minutes to do that. Okay, so see the bleeding on the back? That's what I told you we need for this technique. Why do we need that? Well, because if you don't have it, then you don't know where to draw your lines, right? So you do work from the back side. And I am just going to start in the middle of my flower, and I'm just going to place my tool. Hey, Sharon, welcome. I'm going to place my tool right where I think the middle of my rose is. And then I'm just going to start, and I'm going to pull all the way down. Then I'm just going to go to the next line, which is right next to the first one, and pull all the way down. Now remember, you don't have to go all the way down. You can go 3/4 of the way down. You can go halfway down. You can stop wherever you want to stop, and you can go as wide as you want to go wide. I think that I want to go the width of the rose, but then I'll turn it over and look. And if I want to go a little wider, I can put it back exactly in the same spot because I started here in the corner. Thank you, Carol. You're breezy over there in Eldorado Hills. I swear I want to get up there so bad, Patty. Couldn't we have a kick of a time if I came up to see you? Mercy. It's a dream right now. I want to get up and see Diane in Reno, or not Reno, Sparks. I did get to go to see Debbie in Stockton. So that's not too far. But I have all these dreams and ventures that are going through my head. So another thing that's going through my head right now is I'm going to be a great grandma again. My granddaughter, Courtney, is pregnant. And she has 2 little girls already, Luna and Capella. And now they're having a boy. So look at this. Let me see. Oh, there you go. There's a good, look at how pretty that is. We could go wider if we want, but I think I'm going to stop there. See how important it was to have everything stamped first, because if you stamped second, you would have the lumps to deal with, and you don't want that. Yeah, so I'm going to be a great grandma, and we're going to have a little boy, and I want to have a baby shower. I want to have a baby shower. So I just okayed it with Ken, and I talked to my oldest daughter about it, and she said, why not, Mom? And she has all these great ideas. So I think I'll call Courtney and Christian. I don't know. I'm going to think about it another couple of days, because once I tell them I'm doing it, I got to do it, right? And I like to do things big. Oh, shame on me, but I do. So that's what I've got going in my head, and all my visits to all my friends. But what do you guys think about this? Don't you think that's beautiful over a stamped image? Now, where I got this idea is people who have been printing out beautiful images on their printers and then doing this over that. And I said, well, why can't I do that with my stamped images? Hi, Linda from Florida. Welcome. All right. So then I've done this for years, as you know. I layer white on white, vanilla on vanilla. I just love the simple, clean look, but I almost forgot my spreckles. Don't want to forget my spreckles. So let's see. Let me go with the dark, rich raspberry, and we'll splatter. So I noticed last time I wasn't on camera when I did this, so I just take my bone folder and turn it up on its side, and then I just bang the heck out of my marker. See that? See the splatters? Just go till you have what you want. I think that's enough. Less is more. You don't want to splatter so much that you're like, oh no, now it's ugly. Look at that. Finishing touch. So yeah, she's due in October. So I'm thinking, I didn't have the cap on my glue. I hope it comes out. I'm thinking September. Hopefully it's not too hot for an outdoor. We have a very large backyard. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness. Yeah, I didn't put the cap back on there when I was out here earlier. So the glue, I'm going to have to get that glue coming out better. Don't want to waste your time watching me struggle with that. I know I was brave, wasn't I, to do the raspberry? I was. Yep. So I can just picture I have all these ideas in my head for her shower, but I have to decide. All right. So why did I flip it over to push it down flat? I'm not quite positive if all those little splatters are dry, So if I was to rub my hands on there, I might make splatters. I don't know what I would call them if they were all smushed and runny. So I just turn things over and work on a side that would not matter. That's all that was. And so then we're just going to place this down on the basic card. And we have another beautiful, flattering, attractive card. Very, very easy. Yeah, you'd make the splatters into smudges. That's what I would do. So there you go. All right, now I didn't give you the measurements. The top measurement, what I stamped on is 3 3/4 by 5. That's what you stamp on. Color it in and everything. And then you turn it over and you make the embossed lines. And I'll have all these here for you on display at Open House if you're coming on the 5th. I just need your RSVP. And then the next size is the standard layer, 4 by 5 1/4, and then your base is your standard 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so that's that. I'll leave it right there in case you need to snapshot it or write it down or whatever method you choose to remember. All right, so now my exciting things that I have been doing. Well, they're exciting to me. I don't know if you guys are going to like them or not. All right. So, see, here's the difference with no sentiment. See that? What a difference that makes. Hi, Rita. So, there's the difference. So, here's the card I showed you with the border. And then I laid the flowers on it, but I hadn't cut this one out yet. And then I decided it needed 2, and I used the other leaves in the set for this one here. But look how sweet that is. And every single one of the sentiments that come in the set. And what is the set? In case you just got here. Happiness Abounds. It's on page 109 of the new annual catalog that gets released May 3rd. All of the sentiments work on these note cards beautifully and on the other projects that I've been making. All right, so what have I been making? Well, every year at the Dollar Tree at Christmas time, they have these cute little mailboxes, and I've always adored them, thought they were darling. You could do so many things with them, but and especially at Valentine's Day, right? Fill it full of candy, give it to the kids, give it to a friend, whatever. But I didn't get to do that this year for the reasons, my mom and my husband and stuff. So I still had these, right? So I take them and I spray paint them off-white, vanilla, white, whatever color you want. I do take the handle, no, I leave the handles on and I just move them around when I spray paint. That's right. I just left the handles on these, and then I spray paint them. And then I just set them aside for when I get a wild idea. Well, here's my wild idea that I got the other day. With the beautiful designer series paper in this suite. Oh my gosh. Now, what a way, and look, you could stamp on the front too. What a way to give a gift. You just open this up and fill it with the present. It's a pretty good size. Instead of a gift box, it's tight, but that's good. It doesn't flop open. You won't spill anything. Isn't it? Isn't it? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys love it. Here's the rose. Here's the leaves. Here's some glimmer. Here's some ribbon. But literally, you measure the width and you just cut the paper to the bottom. And I think, what did I use? I used tear and tape to keep it down. I put some here, here, and here. And I think it's an absolute darling, darling way to give a gift. I did pull off the arm. That's why I started to say that when I showed you this one. It's, see, there's the inside. And I was just aggressive with it. And I just pulled and twisted till it popped out. And then I put it back after I was done layering the DSP with a dimensional so it doesn't move. How do I come up with my ideas? You know, Stampin' Up! Product is just so pretty. I just think it just goes on everything. I used to tell a joke all the time. It's like, don't let my husband stand still. I'll stamp him too. But just look around at things you have, and you can add designer series paper to them, stamp on them, all kinds of things. But here's what I made this morning. I got the idea. Well, I started making it yesterday, and then I got an idea, and I love it. Oh, it's so cute. Thank you, Linda. Look at this. Look at this. Now, here's my idea. I put E6000 into the can. This is a smashed can. Smashed can. And I put E6000 down in there, but I put a whole lot. So I've got to let it dry completely, because my idea is to hang these on my fence or out off of a tree, or to give as favors at a baby shower that I might have. But if I have them as favors at the baby shower, then I won't put real flowers in there. But I want to be able to put water for mine, and I like to go out in the yard and clip flowers and have little vases, and you could hang this off of a hook, off of a doorknob, anywhere. And it's just darling. Now look at the heart under there. That's from the folder, and the Bouquet of Love. That heart is from Bouquet of Love, and then it's embossed with the folder that comes with it. Poor Ken, I can just see it. Yeah. Believe me, he's faster than I am. I'll probably never catch him. But let me show you this can. So Sunny Select, or Great Value, which are the less expensive items in the grocery store, which we buy, Sunny Select, their cans, some of them have a pop top, but the important thing, they don't have to have a pop top, but you know what we do with pop top cans already, right? I showed you that, at Christmas, I think? Yeah, Christmas. But the ridge here, this ridge, is the same on the bottom of these cans. So that's what you're looking for. The reason I brought this one out is see how the bottom on this is rounded, and see how this is not rounded. It's regular. It's just like these. Okay, you need both top and bottom to be like this. We can't have that rounded part because you cannot get your can opener in there. You need to take the bottom out, and this is easy. You just pop the pop top off, wash it, eat your product, don't waste the food, and then you lay your can. What I did is I took a cutting board and a towel. I put a towel over my cutting board, and I took my hammer and I just smashed the bottom part. That's why you need the center out. That's why you need to take this out, so you can smash this flat. And then once it was smashed flat, I just squeezed it, and I'm not strong, and I just squeezed the top like this and got the oval shape. Now for the holes, I have what's called a crocodile. We don't sell them anymore, but you can get them other places, I'm sure you can. And it punches through metal. So when you take your label off your can is silver like this. And I like the aged look. So this is another awesome thing. At Walmart, they have chalk paint in these little bottles like this. They have larger bottles too, but if you're not going to be painting a lot, then you can use these. And a sponge brush, and you just squeeze some paint on your can and paint it and let it dry. Now, chalk paint covers better than acrylic paint. I didn't have any chalk paint yesterday when I started doing this, so I started with acrylic, and that's why I left the back like this. This is how acrylic would look. but I can cover over it now that I've shown it to you with the chalk paint, and you'll have darn good coverage. And guess how much this is? I don't remember the exact amount, but it's like $1.57 or something like that. Seriously, I love this. Now, I want to look at this. Look at this together. Oh, love the size. Not too big, not too small. Yes. I know Easter's over, but stinking cute Easter baskets. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going all over the place, aren't I? I'm because my ideas just start popping right out of my mouth. My Christmas tree, in the living room, I use huge ornaments now. And this isn't huge, but it's big enough. I would do this in Christmas stuff, paper and things, this in Christmassy, and stuff this and hang this from my Christmas trees. Super, super cute. A bell. Oh my gosh, here I go. Just can't stop. But you know what I want to do right now? I want to chance it. I'm going to take you guys off my stand. Do I have a tray or a basket here? And I want to take you over to a table. And and there's one more thing. Wait, I'm not going to take you to the table yet, because I got to show you this stuff all lined up. I have a ton of these coasters. I told you it couldn't stop. I warned you. And they're in a drawer with all my craft stuff, what I just called stuff. And I thought, oh my gosh, coasters. Just throw away paper coasters. I mean, I won't throw these away unless they get demolished somehow. But look. Now, I did one dark in case you like darker. I did one light in case you like lighter. I prefer the lighter. But heck, just the black and white is nice enough. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, these roses are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And when I colored these roses, I won't go through the whole thing because you guys have watched me. This, it's like, I don't know, it's not cardboard. I don't know what it is. But I don't need to use the lifter on this because look how, did you see how that just takes off? So you have to be careful when you're coloring on these so they don't bleed. So it's just really, really easy and fast to color on these. I have a stack of them here, so I'm excited about that. So let me, that one's not done. I'll leave a couple of plain ones here. Oh, and did you notice that I have the different sentiments on them? Like I was saying, they just all work. That's a duplicate. So I see a basket. I'm going to grab a basket and I'm going to fill it up. And I'm going to take all these items to a table so I can set them up and you guys can see them better because it's so hard with the camera looking down. Don't you agree? So let me grab you off my stand and we're going to go for a walk over to one of my tables. This will do here. I got to turn on the light. That's what you call not prepared. Okay. So here we go. It's what we just made today. Here's what we made on Sunday. This is just a sample with the beautiful envelope. Here is my little mailbox. See, doesn't it look better that way so you guys can see everything? Sure. Oh gosh, I love this can, you guys. I can't even tell you how much I love this can. So I'm trying to get it so you can see everything. Got my fingers in the way. And then there's the coasters. All right. Hoping you can see the mailbox well enough. So there you go. Oh, thank you, Marcia. I'm just going to say thank you. I won't be negative on my studio. so much I want to do, but you know, love the field trip on my studio. Yeah, I just did a few things. Here's my Christmas area. A little bit out just so people, you know, get an idea. And here's a mailbox my sweet dad gave me years ago, and so I keep that up. And it's just samples, you know, everywhere. So there's so much I want to do. Hi, Roseanne. Hi, Rosemary. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys. Oh, here's my garage sale I'm starting to put up. Just wanted to show you guys all this stuff in one spot because I think it really, really makes a difference when you can see it like this instead of just looking down on it. Hope I didn't just make you dizzy. So what do you guys think of the can and the mailbox? Do you like it? You just have to throw some hearts or thumbs up if you do. And that's ivory. You can do any colors you like, of course. I just stuck with the lavender, so everything kind of coordinated. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like that. Thank you for the hearts. And that you can stamp on tin. See that? The mailbox is stamped on. Good. I'm glad. So get your cans, open up top and bottom, take a hammer, go outside or someplace where you can bang the bottom. And then you can seal it with E6000, but it does drip out the bottom. You got to be careful, and you got to let it dry forever before you can add water. Okay? So, loving this technique right here. Loving that. Turn it this way so you can see the whole thing. So I hope you guys will try it. Yeah, those mailboxes were at the Dollar Tree in November, December. But they have them every year. And so does Target sometimes, I think. All right, ladies, you take care. Thank you for visiting with me. Did I say, oh, you never heard of E6000? Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to my desk. Let me show you what it is. It's at Walmart too. And there's little tiny bottles, little tiny packages with little bottles in it. Or you can get one big one like that, E6000. And this stuff is cement. Everything stays. Yeah, Michael's and Hobby Lobby too. I don't know if it costs more there. That's why I get mine at Walmart. Even the Dollar Tree has it, but I think they have little ones. And they have bigger ones than this. I just got a medium size because I don't use it that much. Any other questions? Don't see it. You're welcome, Annie. Thank you for coming, honey. All right, let me know if you're going to be at my open house. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.